Welcome back to the AVUTEC Academy. My name is Lieselore and today I will explain how you can optimize license plate recognition with an ANPR threshold. This thresholding defines the amount of identical recognitions of a license plate before an action is executed. For example, if we set the threshold to 5, a license plate must be recognized 5 times before a gate is allowed to open. It sounds fairly simple, but it does need some further explanation in order to optimally work with it. Let's switch to Cortex Client and take a closer look at the threshold axon. Here we can see the threshold axon. It is being used to improve license plate recognition in difficult circumstances by implementing so-called fuzzy matching. If we go to Cortex View, we can see that the threshold axon has 3 settings: ANPR threshold, max character difference, and cleanup period. All 3 settings of the ANPR threshold axon can improve recognition. But in order to use these settings correctly, their interdependence must be understood. As you can see, detection occurs constantly. The hit count is displayed for each license plate. The hit count of this license plate is 4,614, which means it was recognized 4,614 times. The threshold is passed when a license plate has been recognized in the same way for a number of times. When the number of detections of a license plate reaches the threshold, it is promoted to be a license plate with the status threshold passed. This makes it a valid recognition. The changed status allows Cortex Framework to perform actions with it, like outputting the detection to the third-party systems. The checkbox passed shows whether a license plate has reached the threshold. The license plate will now appear in the passed threshold list. The hit count will continue, but the license plate will not be promoted again once the threshold is met. The cleanup period determines when a license plate is removed from the live list. After each hit, the time until the next identical recognition is measured. When the cleanup period is set to 10 seconds, a recognized license plate is removed from the live list after it hasn't been recognized for 10 seconds since the last hit. After each hit, the cleanup period restarts. To illustrate, I will set the threshold to 5 and I will use a very short cleanup period of 1. And this time I will inject a license plate, which can be done right here. I will send it for 5 times. Go. And after 1 second, the license plate is cleaned from the live list and will be treated as a new license plate when it comes back into scope. After 5 recognitions, it will get the status of threshold passed again. In case of ANPR of stationary cars combined with passing pedestrians, the cleanup period needs to be longer. Recognitions within their cleanup period are compared with each other constantly. The maximum character difference sets the amount of characters a license plate can differ before it is treated as a unique recognition. Thanks to the maximum character difference, recognition with deviations can be treated as being the same license plate. They will reach the threshold but will not get the status threshold passed. This principle we call fuzzy matching. We can imitate the situation by injecting another license plate. For this, I will set the threshold to 2 and the cleanup period to 20 and the maximum character difference to 0. And then I will inject the license plate. First, it has appeared on the live threshold list and then it moved on to the threshold pass list. Now we remove a few characters from the license plate and we inject it again. It has been promoted to the threshold pass list and then it promoted to the threshold pass list. If we would do it again with the maximum character difference set to 2, it wouldn't happen. Now I will do another experiment, but first I have to change this license plate back because I will use it in a moment, and I will cover up this license plate for now by turning off the LED. And I will turn down the cleanup period for now, so this license plate will be removed from the list. Okay. Now the threshold I will put at 10 and the maximum character difference at 6. 6, here we go. And the cleanup period will be set to 30. Here we go. Now I will bring the LEDs back. Here we go. There's the license plate. It's recognized and it's promoted to the passed threshold list. Now, however, I will inject this license plate. And as you can see, it's in the live list, but it's not promoted to the passed threshold. This is because the maximum character difference is set to 6. This means all characters of a license plate have to be different before it will be promoted. The next promotion will not occur unless the cleanup period of the first license plate is over. It will be removed from the live list, opening the way for the next recognition. With these settings, a lot of recognitions will be missed. In real situations, we recommend different combinations of the 3 settings. A rule of thumb is to set the threshold low when cars pass by with a high speed on a highway, and set the threshold high when cars move slowly. The maximum character difference determines the amount of fuzzy matching to apply. Normally, we recommend to keep its value at 2, except for speeding cars. In that case, the maximum character difference can be set at 0. It depends how many frames can be captured of passing license plates. After understanding their interdependence and seeing the real results of what can be accomplished, it's up to you to configure the settings that suit your specific situation best. In our manual, detailed information about the ANPR threshold axon and its default values can be found. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time at the AVUTEC Academy.